Hey, Les. Good to see you, buddy. Made at $46. I'll get out at 46. That's my cutoff. It's pulling back a little bit now, so we're getting a bit of a reversal. It's pulling back a little bit now, but 46 is my exit. This could go over $50 today. Next ad is 48. I hope I have a green dem. I'm having a good start, that's for sure. I'll wait for the next one. So that's the first pullback on that move up. Nice start to the day. 5k. I'm already long on montage. I'm already over goal. So yeah, I give up 3k on that last on that pullback. But look, this is moving up big. So looking for the next entry. We're getting some good momentum now. So Coinbase moving up, Snapchat moving up. Snapchat, I can't believe Snapchat's only $10 a share. I mean, check this out. Snapchat, it's $10 a share. I remember Snapchat was up like $50 a share not too long ago. Man, you saying that, so was AMC, but I mean, go figure. Look, Dice is the one that's got my attention this morning. Dice Therapeutics. Well, that's what I'm thinking there, Les. Potential cup and handle. So my next entry is 47.50. Needs to break 47.50. I've got a good $6 move there. I should have made more than that, really. $47.50 on the 2-minute. Well, good luck with that one. Micron usually follows the market, doesn't it? No chat on YouTube. What's going on? Oh, can you see me on YouTube? Is that you on Twitch, Phil? Can't see. Just let me know if you can see me on YouTube. Yeah, I've got Lase on the. I've got Dice, Lase, and that's my watch list at the moment. Oh yeah, Voxr, Vox Royalty. Cheers, Maxime. Vox Royalty. That's the 8 o'clock scrum. That's not. You see the wicks above and below here. Oh, we'll zoom in so we can actually see. See the wicks above and below here. That's not actually price action. Wow, spreads have just gone mental. It's like 80 cents. They were like 20 cents when I got in. Now they're back to 20 cents now, so that's okay. Spreads are back to 20 cents. Went up to 80 cents then. Cheers, Yurty. Appreciate that. Hey, Dave. Looking for 47.50, which is the double top here. If we can get 47, and also this wick here. I'm not paying much mind to this wick because it's the 8 o'clock scrum, but it is 47.54, 47.51, 47.54. So 47.50 is the break of 47.50 and the hold. It's really the next level. We're getting a bit of a flat top at 47.50. What are we on? We're only 2 minutes into this 5-minute candle, so we've got plenty time for this 5-minute candle to form. There's a little doji. This one is 65, 46.70. Look for break at 47, just for confirmation. Oof, that was a big one. Big flush. This is a dip buy opportunity right now. There you go. But no, that's just algorithmic. There's the bid and the ask haven't changed, so it looks like it's gone down to $42. It didn't. The bid stayed at like 45.26. That's just the market makers clearing the books again. So that looked a lot worse than it was. ADFN, I'll take a quick look at it while we're watching this consolidation for you. Are you sure the symbol's ADFN? What market's that on? Because I'm not seeing it. I think you might have mistaken the either the symbol or the market there, Maxime. Let's get the like count up. If you're watching on YouTube, remember to hit the thumbs up button. Let's get lots of people on this stream today. We're looking on the 2 minute. 2 minute we're looking at 46.70. Don't mind when we get good movers like this. Guys, is still the top momentum stock at the moment. Don't mind when we get good movers that give you some kind of reliability with a good catalyst. Having a pullback, because usually that's a good, it's not a bad sign if it then goes on to make a new high. You can ride that up. Finally got it. Been bugging me for about a week, that, well, a couple of weeks maybe. had a splinter right in the end of my finger. I couldn't get it, and it's just come out now. Matilda was right. It'll work its way out on its own. Let's change the watch list on YouTube. Guys, Lase, Voxr royalty. I'll put Joby on there as well, just for now, as soon as that's moving up nice and big. So we lost 13k yesterday in the end. A bit of a bad red day, but we're starting well today. And we're missing Joby. The Joby's moving up. Why? Or a jump on this. I want to know why it's moving. I want to know there's a reliable catalyst. So Joby Aviation is moving up because they're making a team up with Delta Airlines. Home to airport transportation customers with Delta. Right, okay. Delta partners with flying taxi maker for rides to airports. Delta and Joby Aviation partner to pioneer home to airport transportation for customers. Okay, that's interesting. We could get a nice little move up here. We're getting good, reasonable volume. Rejected at current high is 63. So I need the break of highs right now. What's right, okay. That makes sense, Maxine. The float on, so for yourself, Zelrotti, the float on DICE is 4.9 million. Only it's what I consider a micro float stock. Just pulling back right to the VWAP right now, so I'm just watching Joby Aviation. Hey Matt. Anybody that can hear the chow snoring, that's the chow snoring. He's fast asleep right there. Looks like a hairy spud. A large hairy spud, granted, but a hairy spud all the same. We're getting a bit of a flat top forming up there at 460. So we're getting some of the, whatever reason, crypto stocks moving up as well. Last time I checked, Bitcoin was just barely above 19,000, so we'll see. What's a good size float? So I like smaller floats because I get the volatility with them. So it depends on what you're looking for, Matt. If you're looking for volatile moves, if you're looking for like intraday trading, I like less than 100 million on the float. I will trade slightly more than that, but less than 100 million tends to be what I look for. Ideally less than 10 million. That's what I call a micro float. stock. So if it's less than 10 million and you get good volume, you tend to get good moves, big volatile moves. Hey, Captain. So if the float's important, because depending, if you look at the relationship between float size and volume, you can have less volume with a smaller float and still have those parabolic movers, or you can have more volume with a larger float, and it's gonna take more volume with a larger float to get those parabolic movers. So dice trying to make a move back up. So for me, on the 5 minute, we're looking at 45.50. And you've got $1.75 as your average true range. That shit made me shit my pants. Algorithmic spike downwards there to $31. Oof, that frightened the life out of me, did that? That's a good $12 move. $13. $2,500. Gee hell. That's $30,000 it could have wiped me out, that could. I don't have a stop, but it's pre-market, Dave. Yeah, it was just the market makers clearing books there. It's just an algo spike. I'll have to do a video on the algorithmic spikes. If you're watching if you're not watching the price action at the same time as you're watching the chart, if all you're doing is watching the chart, it can freak you out when you see those algorithmic spikes. It doesn't impact the price action. That's the thing. I'm giving this $1.50. Move up. Almost $1 down. I could afford $2, but I'm just going to give it $1.50. I want to stay green. No, it wouldn't, because the price. So, Dave, the question that you're asking is, would the algo flush trigger your stop loss if you had a stop loss? Well, first and foremost, the algo flush wouldn't, because stop losses don't activate during the out of hours sessions. That's the first thing. But in theory, if they did, no, it wouldn't, because the price action doesn't actually get there. It's just orders that are already on the book being executed. That's all it is. Wow. 80-cent spread. My good lord. This is risky. If you're risk averse, if you're risk averse, this ain't the trade for you. This ain't the stock for you. We're back to 20-cent spreads. I can handle 20 cents. High of day so far is just over $48, so shit. Leave that sell order in. Move back up. 48.45 was the $47 is my average cost now because I added and didn't get filled on the sell order. Spreads on the sell order didn't get me filled. Oh, just missed it. Damn. Why am I not getting filled? Saw you go up to 48, not 40, and I'm only 45 there. 48.45. I saw you go up to 48.48. Come on, fill me. Piece of crap. It's 48.35. There we go. Not filled. Thought it might come back and bite me in the hole. That didn't. And we break $50 here. You know what? I don't like that. $47 is my exit now. Break even on this. 2,500 is my exit. If I can get another get test. No, I'm just going to get out there for now. 11,000, nearly 12,000 pre-market. Happy days. Nice start to the day. Yesterday I've forgotten that already. Nice, good green day to start. So I've got the exit indicators there that I'm just paying heed. The doji is the first exit indicator. I'm not going to let it give me another one. If this breaks a new low, I was right to get out. So low of this 47.60, we've just got 47.54. Just broke a new low. So that's two exit indicators there for a potential reversal. So even if it goes on, I was right to get out. Cheers, Leostos. Leosatos. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I apologise. Sometimes you just got to hold your nerve. That's a double doji and the additional low. So I'll wait now. I'll wait for the pullback reversal. So 12k to start the day. That's almost, I didn't expect it, but that's almost, and we're just under that, a very, very psychological level of $50. So if it breaks $50, it's new highs, and right, okay, so those exit indicators, unless we get, it pulls back and gives us the devil horns, which is very possible. The exit indicators now are, if I'm taking another size now, I'm going to take a slower size, smaller size. Cheers, Leosatos. What looks good? Dice is looking very good. I've just made 12k on it, Klaatu. So, yeah, we're getting... It's another exit indicator. Rejected at 51. 50.76 is what it went up to. So I'm just a little bit wary of a potential reversal here. And I hope you, the early joiners, I hope you managed to watch the whole trade. That was, I enjoyed that trade. Got a bit hairy at one point, a bit scary, and this algorithmic spike, I nearly crapped myself because I thought it was an actual price action. I thought it was an algorithmic flush, and it wasn't. It was just the spike. There we go, breaking new lows again. So I was right to maybe pull down to 45 here. Wait for a pullback. Couple of red candles. Yurty, if you can consistently make fake bucks, that build up the muscle memory before you put money in you know, on the line for real. It's important to trade in a simulator first before you put money on the line. If you can't make profits in a simulator, you're never going to make profits when there's emotions kind of telling you to do what your head knows you shouldn't be doing. So for example, right there, this algorithm, my heart jumps in my mouth when I see the algorithmic flush, but I quick check the bid and the ask, check the price action, and I'm like, okay, it's down here, but the price action actually isn't. It's not down at $30. I've not just lost like $26,000. I'm actually okay. So sometimes your emotions can get the better of you, and that's one of the hardest obstacles to overcome as a trader, is taking the emotions out of the game. And one of the ways I do that, one of the ways I try to do that, because I don't always do that, and people who are regular to my stream will testify that, one of the ways I try to do that is to have the mindset that any profits that I'm making, it's not real. It's to quote Matthew McConaughey in the Wolf of Wall Street, it's fugazi. It's fairy dust. You know, until I withdraw it from the broker, it doesn't exist. So the beginning of the month, I start with a set amount, and then any profits I make at the end of the month, that's what I withdraw, and I start with the same set amount at the start of every month. And that way, I can say, look, I've not lost anything, even if I blow up my account. It's just my price for access to the market. But if I start with the same amount every month, I'm making more than that in profits. So we'll have a good day today. I don't think we'll have that kind of day, but if we have a good day today, we could be well on the way to hitting that seven-figure number this week. On the gross number, the seven-figure gross this week. Still way off the net. Let me just have a quick look. Where am I on the net? For today, 774, 775, just shy 775 to start of the day today on the net. So I was right with the exit indicators. I was right to hit them here. I possibly could have got another $2 out of it, but it just wasn't worth the risk. Okay. Lase moving sideways. It's above the VWAP. It's consolidating. I don't mind that. Joby reached a peak up here whilst we were trading the last one. It looks very much like a head and shoulders to me, so I would stay away. If you're in Joby right now, it's not financial advice. Just be wary that there's a bearish pattern here, which is the head and shoulders. Very clear head and shoulders on the 1 minute and on the 2 minute. And the head and shoulders patterns are usually quite reliable. Nothing's 100%, but it's very bearish. So this probably will break down. So just be wary if you're in Joby. And Vox royalty, not enough volume right now. It did move up well, but there's no volume. It's way below the VWAP, so probably not something I'm looking to trade right now. If you enjoyed that trade on YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. Let me know. Give me a little bit of appreciation. Yes, I lost 13, well, over 14,000 in total after charges and fees and stuff yesterday. But we're well on the way to clearing that drawdown in one day, which will be a result for me. I could lock the montage right now if I wanted to. I'm almost, well, I'm over twice my daily goal. So, yeah. Thing is, to trade something like dice, you need an account with leverage. You can't. You need either a big account if you're going to be trading in a cash account. And this is one of the reasons I don't day trade in my retirement account. I know there are certain gurus on the internet that trade in the retirement account because they've got huge reserves in the retirement account. This is why I don't day trade in my retirement account, is because you get no leverage on your retirement account. So if you've got an IRA, if you're trading with an IRA or a Roth IRA, if you're in the Americas, a SIP, if you're in Europe, so that's a self-invested pension plan. If you're trading in that, you get no leverage. It's tax-free though, so that's the benefit. So what I do is I do my long-term investing in my retirement account. I swing trade quite often in my savings account, but I do my long-term investing, my value investing in my retirement account. Which right now, every position I hold in that retirement account is in the red. But it's a retirement account, and it's there for a reason. It's long-term, so I'm not too worried about that. Well, Blue Apron, I'll have a look for you, Dave. But maybe spike up to what? 288. It's finding a bit of resistance up at 280. What's the catalyst? I'll tell you what the catalyst is in just a second. Benzinga's going to tell me, and I'll tell you. The only problem I've got with Benzinga is it's a great platform, but sometimes it can be slow. Okay, Blue Apron is now available in the US Amazon store without a subscription. There you go. That's the catalyst. That dropped 10 minutes ago. Oh no, it dropped at the top of the hour. So Blue Apron dropped at the top of an hour. Amazon partnership catalyst now. Blue Apron is 17, just shy of 18 million in the float. So again, it's a small enough float. It has made big runs this last couple of weeks, so it's not uncommon for it to make a big run. It was up at $8 there back in September, or the end of August, or beginning of September. It's back up. It was over $8 at the beginning of August. It has been as high as like $9. So Blue Apron does have form previously. It's probably not going to go up to $8-9 today, but is for a reasonable target. It could be if the market takes well to the catalyst. It's not right now kind of going parabolic, but Blue Apron, interesting lower price stock with a good catalyst. I'll put that on the watch list here. Did Joby break down like I anticipated in terms of the head and shoulders? Yes, it came down to 443. So we had the one shoulder, then's the head, then's another shoulder, and then it broke down here. So I was expecting it to come possibly down to the VWAP. Still might do that. It's still a red candle here on the 1 minute. So just be careful with Joby. If Joby's going to, for me, if I was going to trade Joby now, I would look for the break of this resistance level up at 457. It tapped it here, and it's tapped it a bunch of times here. So 458, 460 will be what I've been looking for before I touch this again now. Where's Dice? Is it Dice making a comeback? Getting a bit of consolidation here, so I would rather look at getting 4708, and we're already over that. Not keen on taking a position with this just right now. It is very volatile. Spreads are still 20 cents. So 30 cents. The range, they've been as high as 80 cents, which kind of freaked me out a little bit. But probably I'd look for $48 before I got back into dice. Confirmation that's moving up, but I also want to see an increase in volume in order to achieve that. So I'd need to see consecutive higher candles on the volume, higher green volume candles, and maybe a break of 48. Then it wouldn't surprise me if this comes down to 45-ish, something like that. Let's zoom in a little bit. So coming down to 45, just as I call it out, if it comes down to 45. Pineapple Energy making a move. My goodness, fog. Have a look at that one. Why has that just popped up? Lase making a move up at testing 260s now. What caused this spike up? It's not a great volume. I just Forge Rock is the company. Oh, right, okay. That's why it spiked up. Went up to $44 and then back down. So Forge Rock to be acquired by Thoma Bravo for $23.25 a share in cash. So it spiked up on the news that Forge Rock to be acquired by Thoma Bravo for $2.3 billion, and then it was adjusted to $23.25 a share. So that's where it's not going to do anything. I wouldn't touch that now. I use interactive Zalroti. I do recommend interactive, but not in the UK, not for day trading in the UK. If you're in Ireland or Germany for that matter, I've been reliably informed that both in the UK and Germany, interactive brokers deploy the pattern day trading rule. So what that means is you have to, I mean, it wouldn't affect me because one, I'm not in the UK or Germany, I'm in Ireland, and two, I have an account that's over $25,000. But for smaller account holders, the pattern day trading rule means that you can only have 4 intraday trades in a consecutive 5-day trading period. So it really restricts the ability to trade. So the interactive brokers, I've got more with I've got my retirement account with Interactive, I've got my savings account with Interactive, I've got a cash account with them, and I've got two margin accounts with them. But I don't day trade with them anymore. I have done day trade. I was day trading with them earlier this year. Don't know if anybody noticed, but I was day trading with them earlier this year. But I tend to go with capital markets. It's a little bit cheaper across the board in terms of locate fees, in terms of commissions, etc., and you get better leverage. Interactive tends to be a kind of a blanket across the board with the leverage, whereas capital markets have risk management principles, which means that they have different leverage depending on the risk assessment to each particular stock as well. So I'll take a look at that one for you, Kareem. It's another small one. I'm taking it. UPXI. No, there's nobody trading it. He's got patent news, but there's nobody trading it. If it's got patent news, I don't think the market's found it. So, no, I'm not really interested in UPXI right now. And it's a horrible chart on the 60-minute as well. Look at that. There's just no volume on this. So from an intraday perspective, good luck with that. Not for me. Nobody trading it at all. So that move, Dice is moving again. Moved up to all at 40s. I'm going to go up to 47.38. Let's see. Yeah, $48 just to be safe. Lase finally broke out. Laser Photonics Corps. So we've got 275 key level, 270 is a key level. A little bit, it's under $3, so I'm not trading it, but it is on the watch list in terms of, you know, a lot of you guys will be wanting to take a look at this. Is there anything else you guys want to take a look at? Let me know. Yeah, Interactive's a good. I particularly like Interactive's options chain. I think they've probably got one of the best options chains on the market. So I'm trading options. I always go with Interactive. Use one of my margin accounts with Interactive. So the thing is with the options chain, if you've got an account with capital markets for day trading, just for those of you that are day trading that want to start using trading options, open an account with Interactive. You don't even need to subscribe into the trader workstation because you've got the you're not doing it day trade. You don't need trader workstation to trade options. The options have got a web format that you can actually use as well. You'll need to subscribe into live data, of course. Well, you don't need to, but if you've got live data from somewhere else, then that's fine. But I would recommend that you subscribe into the live data. So Lase trying to break 270, trying to break this 270 level. There we go. Next resistance level 275. We did get 273 on its way up, but 275 is a psychological level. So if you're trading Lase, this is what I would watch for. Did you miss it, Alistair? Well, if you go to YouTube and watch the stream from the beginning, oh, you'll be able to catch most of the trade there, Alistair. I'll be recorded anyway. I'll put it on the trade recap later. It was a good trade, risky at times, but good. It was a good trade. And no, that's okay, buddy. No explanation required. So for those of you that like these lower price stock, Lase is the top momentum stock right now. It's moved up just over 7% in the last 15 minutes. 4.8 million shares traded as well today. So if we look at the relative volume on Lase, so Lase normally would trade 1.8 million shares over the last 90 days. 1.8 million shares per day. So if you look at that right now, it's they're already trading 5.7 million. So the relative volume with Laser Photonics is very, very good. Fair play, Les. The whole DTWT community's joined us now. I think we might have a couple missing, but just pulling back a little bit from those highs, but getting the dojis here, which is a sign of indecision on the market. Usually a sign of reversal. If you get a stock exhibiting following a particular trend and you get the doji, then it's usually a reversal indicator. Whether that's just a pullback or whether it's an actual reversal, it can be one of the. If it's an actual reversal, you want to look for multiple reversal indicators. But a doji is usually the sign of a pullback. Now, given that this was consolidating, it's not exhibiting a trend to reverse from. So what's actually happening here is this is just market indecision. You'd have enjoyed trading that one as well, Alistair. It was a fairly easy trader. The spreads were big, so it's quite risky, but it was a relatively easy trader. The momentum was good. So let me know, guys. Have you registered for the World Series of Day Trading? You've got 1 week left before it starts. Now, if you don't get registered this week, the likelihood is you won't be registered. There is, from what I'm being told by the guys over at TradeNet, there is a backlog that they're going through for the registration. So go and get yourself registered for the World Series of Day Trading. If you're unsure what that is, I'll cover that off towards the end of the stream. But just for those of you that don't know what the World Series of Day Trading is, it's a free competition. Yes, you heard that right. It's free to enter. There's over $50,000 worth of prizes, some good prizes to be had as well. And essentially what it is they give you $240,000 of buying power on the market, live data. It's a paper trading account, a simulator account, but it's live data. You trade intraday, so no holding overnight, no forex, no futures, no crypto. It's purely equities, stocks and shares, and you can only max drawdown is $10,000. So you start with $240,000. If your balance reaches $230,000 at any point in the competition, you're eliminated. Now the competition lasts for 7 days. You have to trade a minimum of 4 days. So there's a link in the description of the video. If you're on YouTube, go and check that out. Go register. If you're on TikTok, then check out the link tree in my bio. It's the first link in the link tree. Like I say, it's free to enter. If you've never tried day trading, but it's something that you come to my channel because you're interested in it and you're learning a bit, it's a great opportunity to try it out for free with a live platform, a good platform as well. And for those of you that are on the day trade with, it's not so much a giveaway as it's free, Nereus. And so if you get into the prize funds, then it becomes a giveaway. So the top 100, the 50,000. There's $50,000 worth, over $50,000 worth of prize funds. If you're in the top 100, you're in the money, and there's over $50,000 worth of prizes, and it's free to enter. So you know. Les, I might do that. I've got a new bottle of I've got 2 bottles of Rioja that I've not tried yet. I've been recommended brought back from Spain for me, so I might give one of those a try later. I mean, it is Tuesday, you know, that's as good enough excuse to have a glass of vino as any. Why not? We'll see. If I can stay 5 figures green today, then I probably will, Les. It's not my giveaway, Nereus. this is a World Series of Day Trading is what I'm talking about. It's organized, professionally organized by the TradeNet Academy and partners, and I am a TradeNet partner, which is why I'm helping them promote it. And like I say, it's free to enter. It's not going to cost you anything to enter. There are some geographical restrictions in terms of people who can enter, but if it's something that you're interested in, by all means, check it out. Joby squeezing, is it? Oh well, we got the Shooting star there, that's a big reversal indicator. Every time I get to Joby, it's usually trying to reverse. So the little shooting star there. It's filled that wick though. Doesn't always reverse after a shooting star, but if we get the devil horns, that's the second indicator. There we go. There's your reversal. Reversal indicators. Pay heed. If you're in profit, at least take. So if you're in a profitable situation, unrealized, at least take some of your gains when you see these reversal indicators. It's important. You're not going to go broke by taking profits. Nobody ever goes broke taking profits. A very wise man on the wise fat man on the internet once said that. Oh, it was me. Nobody goes broke taking profits. And the worst case scenario is the indicators are wrong and it moves afterwards, and you can always get back in if that's the case. Oh, dice has moved. So just as I switched over, dice moved up. What's the spreads on dice now? So there's still 20 cents, give or take, 20, 30 cents. It's a lot better than they were when they went to 80 cents. Frightened the life out of me. So we've got 49.50 key level. High of day at the moment is 50.76. Yeah, Neville, not a bad start, but I don't want to jinx it just yet. I'm waiting for the right setup. Lase. Nice, testing these highs up. He's trying to get over that $0.75, up to that $0.75 range, that $0.75 area. So just if you're new to the channel, you know, quarter, half, and whole dollars, particularly in the lower price stocks, quarter, half, and whole dollars are very psychological levels within the retail trading arena. So getting a little bit of a double top formation here as well. If this pulls back to kind of 266, 265, it might be quite bearish. So just be wary of that. This needs to break new highs now, otherwise we might get a double top formation. The M pattern. The M pattern is a very bearish pattern. Typically breaks downwards, so this needs to break new highs realistically. Get up and break this resistance level up at 273. Because if this starts to pull back down to here, we've got this M here, M pattern, and that will be complete, and it typically break down. And you've got a measuring stick. If you want to go short on something like that, you've got a measuring stick. Oh, this is on the short sale restrictions list. Oh no, it's shortable. Hey Jackson, how are we getting on today? Okay, let's go. Let's look at Joby. That pulled back. So we got the devil horns. Talking about reversal indicators earlier before it switched from Joby. So we've got the devil horns. So first and foremost, we've got multiple reversal indicators here. The first one was a long upwick. Then that long upwick became the shooting star. So the shooting star is exactly that, long upwick doji. Then we got another upwick, which forms this is a double upwick, which is the devil horns. The devil horns can be interspaced by another candle in between, or another two candles in between. But you're getting two upwicks. It's kind of a double top, but it's just wicks that are going up as opposed to double tops with a candle and everything else. Then as we moved up, we didn't reach the highs. So as we started to move back down here, that's another indicator. We didn't get new highs on the third candle. That's the third indicator there, or fourth indicator, whatever. And then as we break new lows, obviously that's the sell-off. So bearish patterns are exit indicators if you're in a trade, or entry indicators if you're wanting to go short. Lase, yeah, this needs to break the highs. We need candles breaking new highs here. We certainly don't need them breaking new lows, otherwise it starts to get very bearish with the double top M pattern. Dice. Oh, dice. We tapped $50. Missed that one. Right, okay. You had a bike accident, Jackson. Motorbike or push rod? Cycling accident or a motorcycle accident? My father had a horrendous motorcycle accident when he was in his early 20s. Ruined his military. He used to be a Royal Marine, so it ruined his military career. He was offered a desk job, but pride got in the way, and he took discharge instead, on medical discharge. But that's not an excuse. That's no excuse, Jackson. If you've had a bike accident, then you're going to be laid up with whatever injuries that you have. You should have had your tablet with you so you can just tune in and watch me. I mean, you call that that's a reason to be watching me. Come on. What just the hell happened there? Oh, YouTube. I didn't because I was in a trade when I went live. I was actually in an active trade. So let me just add the thumbnail. There we go. All right, there we go. Back again. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Alistair. Where's all the likes, guys? If you're enjoying the content, you just watch me make 12K in like 10 minutes. Where's all the likes for that? You know, let's get that like count up. My dog's starving here. Can you not hear the snoring? That's the snoring of a starving chow chow, that is. She needs her protein. So these little she doesn't get a duck treat. She doesn't get one of these until we get to 3,000 likes on TikTok, if we get to 30 likes on YouTube. So somebody keep an eye on the YouTube channel. Kareem, you're in charge of the YouTube likes. If we get 30 likes on YouTube, then she can have a treat. If we get 3,000, then she can have a treat. Otherwise, on TikTok, she can have a treat. Okay, so Herpa Derpa, what's the time limit on these candles? You're watching because you're on TikTok. You're watching as it says there on the chart. I don't know what kind of resolution you've got on you're watching on, but it says there 1 minute. This is the 1 minute time frame. Shut up! I was talking about you, not two. You can have your treats when we get that like count up. This is the 1 minute time frame. if you head on over to the YouTube channel, then you'll see that I'm watching the 1 minute, the 2 minute, the 5 minute. I've also got the 60 and daily charts, 60 minute and daily charts open as well. So I'm looking at, it's any one time I'm looking at 5 charts. I used to only look at 4 charts, but now I've added the 2 minute to the 1 minute because I just find it a little bit more reliable to trade the 2 minute than the 1 minute. I get faked out a little bit more often on the 1 minute lately. And I think that's down to the bear market, because we've been in bear market conditions this year. I think I've been getting faked out a lot more in the bear market conditions than certainly I was doing last year. And when we see the patterns and the breakouts, we get the continuation very often last year. So trading on the higher time frames, the pattern breakouts tend to be a little bit more reliable. So looking for confirmation on the higher time frames is important. No problem, Kareem. You find me on either Day Trade with Tony on TikTok or Hustle with Tony. Either which way you'll find me. But there's a whole bunch of, I'm the one with the thousands of followers. So if you see any accounts that have, actually, let me have a quick search of that, because last time I looked, I had all kinds of people. Right, okay. Block by me, block by me, block by me, etc., etc. Yeah, so that's Day Trade with Tony. I'll put the Hustle with Tony in there. Just be careful if, yeah, so I'll show this to you, to everybody on the old TikTok here. So you can see here that this is not me. The top one is me that's live right now. I've got like 13,000 followers or whatever, 400 odd videos. The rest, although it's my photo, it's not me. It's not me, not me. They're all these not me. Fakers, scammers. Don't be fooled by people pretending to be me. They're not. So I will not ask you for money. I'm not asking you to join a Telegram or WhatsApp channel. I'm not asking you to give me some funds to trade with and we'll split the proceeds. That's obviously somebody else's scammers. So just be careful out there, okay? Do I have a short? Yes, I do, Jackson, but only when the opportunity is right. So the problem with shorting is not every stock is shortable, first and foremost. You get no leverage with shorting, or limited leverage with shorting. The cost for shorting are more. So you basically you have to pay for, depending on how easy to borrow it is, you might have to pay for locate fees. You'll pay interest for borrow fees. You pay the borrow fees as well. So it costs more to short. You don't get as much leverage to short, and not every stock's shortable. So it's just easier to be long biased. That's my personal opinion. When I see easy shorts available, then yes, I'll short, but more often than not, I won't. I can usually find stocks to trade to the long side, so I don't really see that there is a need for me to short if I can always find stocks to trade to the long side. Okay, let me have a look at Guild. So, Kareem, good luck with that one as well. No volume. So they got an FDA priority review for expanded use in breast cancer subtype. I like the catalyst. I like the catalyst, but it needs volume. It needs more volume. There's nobody trading it. 3,000 shares traded today. You can't trade that, especially when it's like 60, 64, $65 a share. You can't trade that unless unless it gets volume in there. It's just not reliable enough. Let's have a look at Lase. So it's getting very choppy now. All these wicks, extended wicks both ways, lots of dojis, reduced volume. So Lase is getting a little bit choppy up here at the 274 level. 275 level. Is it going to break that $0.75? I'm not so sure, but the kind of a $0.75 flat top is really what we're getting. A ascending wedge into that 3/4 on multiple time frames. So if you look at the 5 minute, you can see there's ascending wedge. Let's put the horizontal line in here so we can see. So a horizontal line at 375. We've got a trend line from down here. Ascending wedge all the way up. So you've got ascending support, flat top resistance. This is typically a bullish pattern, and as you become closer and closer, what's known as coiling, you get closer and closer to the apex of this ascending wedge, and then it'll break out with volume. So this is it's quite a bullish pattern. I'm not saying it will break upwards. It just typically, as a pattern, it does break upwards. These are very typically bullish patterns. No, I go where the opportunity is, Jackson. So if there's volume and volatility to the short side, of course I'd short. But like I say, there's a lot of factors to take into consideration. Just because something is looking weak doesn't mean I can short it. It might not be shortable because some stocks aren't. It might be on the short sale restrictions list, in which case to short it, you've got to buy it on the up. You've got to sell it on the uptick to actually enter the position, which in itself creates a bit of a makes it more difficult. So I'm not against shorting. I do short, and people that are regular to my channel will see that I will have watched me shorting from time to time. It's just I am long biased, and I tend to go long more often than not. Probably, I would say probably 85–90% of my trades are long biased trades. And I will only go short if I'm trading one particular stock all day and then it starts showing signs of exhaustion and reversal, particularly towards the end of the day. I might short it into the close. That's typically when I would short, is into the close, but more often than not I'm a long bias trader. The Lase, that ascending wedge is reaching the apex now. It breaks down below this, it might come up back up again, but right now it's coiling. We'll come back to that. Where did Dice go? So Dice, it's just consolidating sideways, still above the VWAP. So we've got 25 minutes, just over 25 minutes to the open. So this could still move up at the open. Right now I'm happy with my lot now, just shy of $12,000. So I'm only now going to take trades that are A+ setups. That's really what you should be doing anyway. I'm only going to be taking A+ setups. I'm not going to force it. So this is consolidating sideways. There's no need to be trying to force a trade out of this unless we start trending upwards again. You can see the VWAP starting to flatten, the 9 EMA starting to flatten. So it's basically just consolidating sideways. Sideways becomes choppy, choppy becomes unreliable, and unreliable becomes losses. So let's have a look at the wider market, guys. So wider market, let's look at the 15 minute. So this is the S&P 500. The SPY is an ETF that tracks the S&P 500. So you can see overnight we broke annual lows, well actually 2-year lows again. No, annual lows, I was right the first time. So lows since September, no, 2 years lows. So we broke 2-year lows. So this would have been November 2021, no, 2020, November 2020. So these are lows since 2020. Same with the NASDAQ. So broke lows again overnight. The lowest this has been since September 2020. I'm looking at this. So that rally we had last week was very short-lived. Definitely a dead cat bounce, bear market rally, whatever you want to call it. But the rally we had last week was short-lived. And what's kind of amusing is I called this out on the 60-minute chart. So we had this rally at the start of last week. It was the best opening to a quarter since 1938. But then we got up. So this was the Monday, that was the Tuesday, and then the Wednesday, we had a bit of a sell-off before rallying into the close. So we reached this double top formation, M pattern, very bearish, and I called this out on the Thursday. I'm like, look, we might have a consolidation period, but it's going to sell off. And it did, and we lost all the gains. So go figure. Who says technical analysis doesn't work? Talking to you, filthy quant. Technical analysis works. It does. I'm telling you, every time. It's not 100% reliable, but if you follow the patterns, if you follow the crowds, i.e. the volume, you follow the patterns, very often you're going to find that the technical analysis, it works on a large percentage of the time. And rather than gambling like going into a casino and gambling, be the casino. Have the edge in your favor. And that's all you're looking for. If you get an edge on the market, and that's what I've got, which is why I'm consistently profitable. Yes, I have red days. Yes, I have days where I'm losing, like yesterday. But if you're consistently profitable, it's because you've got an edge on the market. And then you become the casino instead of the punter. Yes, cash flow had a good start to the day. Yes, the gap fill was kind of obvious to Timbers. You're absolutely right to talk about that. So what was it? Oh, 60 minute, wasn't it? It was 60 minute. So this gap fill here had to fill that gap. So when it started to sell off, you knew once it broke this level here, it was going to fill the gap. It was only a small gap, but it was going to fill the gap. Likewise, if you look at it on the daily as well, we're now breaking lows on the daily, so the gap on the daily was a bit more pronounced because you're not getting the data from the out of hours sessions. But you can see this, we're not done with the bear market yet. Will we get a rally today? I mean, let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. We're slightly down on the day today, so the Nasdaq's down 0.5%. The S&P 500's down 0.25%. Will we get a bounce today? Will we get a rally today? It gapped down overnight, but it's trying to make a move back up and go green on the day as it stands right now. Will it go green? Will it be choppy? Will it continue to sell off? Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Is the wider market going to continue selling off, or will we get a bounce? Do you know what, cash flow? I hear what you're saying. There's a bit of a pre-market bounce, but will it continue? It's above the VWAP, so I kind of like it's bouncing on the VWAP in an upwards fashion. So I kind of like the look of that, but I'm not convinced. If you're into futures, are you long for today, or if you like trading futures, are you long for today, or would you prefer to go short? You know what? I think we need to celebrate with a Barocca. There we go. Dragon's blood. But yeah, I think you're probably right today, Alphabet. Mixed and choppy. I think we're going to get lots of above and below the green line. The yesterday's closing price. I'll call it the green line. Or if we start above, we'll call it the red line, whichever way you're going. So at the moment, it's the green line. To get green on the S&P 500, I think it's going to be quite choppy. I think it's going to be above, it's going to be below, it's going to be sideways. It's going to be one of those don't go very much, go nowhere, do nothing type markets today. Maybe finish down on the day later. That's my own personal opinion. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't sue me. What's wrong with TikTok, guys? Everybody, just tap the screen 10 times. But you know, it's this poor dog's waiting for her treat. Where's Edison? Where's Matt? Sort it out, guys. Doing me dirty on the old. Well, you're not doing me dirty. I'm not the one that eats the duck, the duck fillets. It's the old potato behind me. So if you want to see the hairy potato get fed, you treat the dog. Get tapping that screen on the likes. That's the whole point of the channel, Timbers. Is that, you know, a lot of people get intimidated by the stock market, and quite frankly, there's no reason for that. This is education that should be taught in schools. My belief is that we should be taught about finance in schools, and we're not. It's kept from the masses, and only if you take time out to educate yourself. I mean, the rich, this is second nature to them. The wealthier, this is second nature to them. They're taught this from a very young age, from, you know, parents down. And they know how to, you know, wealth attracts money, and how to you know, grow more money and attract more money by using money, OPM as they call it, other people's money. Whereas if you've grown up on a council estate like I did, this isn't taught in schools. This isn't part of the national curriculum, and it should be. You should be taught about, you know, saving for your retirement. You should be taught about, you know, the effects of compounding and compounding growth. You should be taught about, you know, the stock market and the cyclical nature of the stock market. And what I'm actually seeing on the daily right now is a nice double bottom on the stock market. So if I look at this on the daily, just here we've got a bit of a double bottom. So maybe we do get a bounce here. We might see a little bit of a sell-off, and then I do get a bounce, and then a move up. Maybe. On the daily. Right, okay, I think maybe not this week, but certainly based on this, with a chance, if it gets back up towards 365, 370, a chance of making a nice good run up on the stock market. The double bottom here looks quite attractive, unless it breaks new lows, in which case it's not a double bottom, it was just a bull trap. If we do get a rally, it could continue upwards. No, but going back to what I was saying, learning about finance, and why do they try and make it so complicated? If you go on YouTube and just stock market for beginners, try a few of those. A lot of them make it so complicated. You're like, I don't understand what they're talking about. And it's not complicated. They try and make it complicated to scare people off. So people get intimidated by the market. So you should be able to manage your own finances instead of paying somebody else to screw it up for you. I mean, 2008, 2009, my poor dad had been saving all his life in his pension and all this kind of stuff, and his pension was worthless at that time. Fair enough, he had a little bit of time before he retired. He had another few years before he retired for it to come back, but it was worthless. His entire pension that he'd been saving his whole life got wiped out because some numpty in some hedge fund decided that, okay, I'm going to gamble on subprime bonds, you know. You'll get back there, El Puno. You'll get back there, don't worry. So ADTX, you want me to take a look at that? There's nobody trading it at the moment. It pumped up on Friday, had a good day on Friday, went up to kind of 440s. Let's have a look at it on the 15 minute. You'll see what I'm talking about. So it pumped up at the open up to 440s, held most of its gains, had a good day on Friday, then it's been selling off ever since. So it's looking very weak now. Why is it looking so weak? Well, let's look at the volume. There's just nobody trading this on the lower time frames, even on the higher time frames. There's nobody trading it. You know, it needs volume if it's going to get back. If you're stuck from Friday, if you're stuck holding bags up at like $4, I'm sorry, but this ain't coming back without a catalyst. I know this went up to kind of $27 earlier in the month, but it needs a catalyst. This really was kind of a dead cat bounce. From my opinion, and this is why I say don't get married to stocks at this. Certainly these low float, low cap stocks, they have a good catalyst, a good day, a good move. This went from kind of $6 up to $20, $27, $28 earlier in the month, and then it sold off just as quick. So these stocks are garbage companies. They're absolute garbage companies. They're not making money, but they'll get an FDA approval, or they'll get a patent granted, or whatever it is, and the stocks will moon. They'll go 300, 400, 500% over the course of a day or two, and then just as quick they'll sell off. They'll because they're not making money, they'll hit the stock market with a secondary offering because they know that's how they can get some money into the coffers and pay off some of the debts and maybe, you know, clear some of the balance sheet. They're just garbage companies, so don't invest in these stocks long term unless you see that they have a clear path. Look at the balance sheet before you start doing long-term investing. Same with swing. Don't hold them overnight either, because particularly in the pharmaceutical space, if it's overnight, you know, a bit of bad news, poor clinical trial results, a lawsuit from side effects to a drug, whatever it is, the bioscience, they can drop like a stone overnight. And if you've not got access to trading, out of hours trading, you're waiting for the market to open and you're just watching your gains, you're watching your profits, you're watching your broker balance just bleed away, and you can do nothing about it. So just be careful about these low price, low float stocks that are just garbage. They can be great for intraday trades. Senti Bioscience is a perfect example. So this popped up on Thursday, went up to 850. It's now 372. So look at this on the 15 minute. See this? Popped up. People getting in here thinking, oh great, this is you know, get on this pullback here, move up and get at the highs, take some profit, still holding. It comes back down, they get moved back up. We're going to reach the highs. They're holding bags up here at 750. Then it sells off into the close. They think, okay, it's just the people taking profit at the end of the day. It'll come good tomorrow, and look, by the time it opens the following day, it's lost $1 from then, and then it just sells off the rest of the day. We get a out of hours bounce and then a sell off, and this is what a lot of these companies do. The garbage companies. So don't hold them longer term. If you're swing trading, I'm not telling you what to do, but my advice, if you're going to be swing trading, try options, but swing trade mid caps or high caps. Swing trading is very dangerous, some of these low cap stocks. Now, you can find diamonds in the rough, or you can find stocks that are massively undervalued, where they've come from, say, you know, $40, $50 a share, and they're currently trading at like $10, $12 a share, massively undervalued, good value for money to buy it, because you know they've just had a bit of a bad run and they're going to come good in the long term. So you swing it because it's showing signs of exhaustion on the daily. I get that. That's not a bad tactic to do. But these bioscience stocks in particular, these garbage penny stocks, don't hold them overnight thinking that they're going to moon, because most of them won't be in business this time next year. I did find Dyson Benzinga signals, Yurti. It hit the scanners. And it actually hit the signals in terms of price spikes, and I jumped onto that and then looked at the catalyst afterwards. before I actually entered the looked at the chart and it was moving up, and then I looked at the catalyst. I actually called it out in the Discord as well as one that I was watching. So that's pre-stream. We've got 9 minutes to the bell. No, 8 minutes to the bell. So centi by a cent. Let's get rid of that. Let's get back to the. Where is dice? We're just sideways, choppy now. Choppy sideways above the VWAP, consolidating. So I'll be interested to, will we get a gap and go? So this started just under $25 today. So closing price yesterday was $24.81. So it's already moved up over 100% today to its peak. So the high is so yesterday was $24.81 was the closing price. We've reached a high of day of $50.76. So this stock has moved over 100% today, and we got a large portion of that. Well, I say a large portion of that. We got I think, let me have a quick look at what my first entry would have been here at just over $41. So we got the last $9 move. If I've been able to trade, you know, if I've been able to trade it from the off, can you imagine getting that move up from kind of $30, a $20 move, 2,500, 5,000 shares or whatever? Nice. Make 100 grand out of that. Magic Empire. Low volume, so it's Magic Empire Global. This had a good run when it first launched. So if I go back to July, I think this was when it launched, and I managed to get some on this. It just moved up, stupid price. It went up to like $250 a share from kind of, I think it was 30 or something, whatever it was. It went up to $250 a share, and then sold off. Never came back. So from $250 in 3 months, again, this is what I'm talking about, garbage companies. $250 in 3 months, it's now trading at $286. So go figure. Where's the value there? Right, okay, so Horizon acquisition is at $10. It's just barcoding right now. There's no nobody trading this. No range. You're talking, you know, the ATR here is 0.3 cents, or a third of a cent is the ATR. So there's no trade there. And it's barcoding on the daily as well, so there's just no, you can't, I don't even know what you're seeing in with that one, cabinets. So Lase coming back up to test these highs. So 275, it was trying to get up there, got rejected at this flat top that's been you know, ascending wedge. So we drew this ascending wedge, it broke down, and gathering pace again. We've got a bit of a inverse head and shoulders, which is bullish. So we came down inverse head and shoulders to try again, and we should get a break of 275. We've got 5 minutes to the bell. So we're up at 274. So this is Lase testing these this flat top level. Yeah, Teddy, we're not doing too bad at the moment. Afternoon, beginner. I'll have a look at this HR. there's a gap down from Friday, big sell-off from Friday, but there's no range. There's just no range at all. We're talking on the 5 minute. There's a 5 cent, less than 4 cent ATR, so it's just sideways. There's no range. You need volatility. There's no volatility on this. You need volume. There's no volume on this. So whilst I get what you're looking for, you're looking for a potential bounce because it gapped down so heavily. There isn't enough. There's no volatility or volume in this, so there's nobody trading it. There's no trade there for me. I wouldn't touch this with a barge pole. I'm looking at it on the daily. Look at it on the daily. It's no better. Look at this. I mean, the range in intraday is very, very small. Then you'll get a gap down overnight. Small range, gap down, gap up, gap down, gap up. There's just nobody trades it. It's intraday across the whole day. It's just not. I mean, we've got 2,000 shares traded today on this. This is X-Trackers Harvest. It's just, for me, a horrible chart to try and trade. But like I say, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you how to trade or what to trade. I'm just giving my opinion. This is just the, meaningless meanderings of a fat bloke on the internet. Just bear that in mind, guys. Don't put any weight or value to what I'm saying. I'm just giving my opinion. Thoughts on the market open? We'll get an influx of volume and a lot of people will lose money. Canyon. That's kind of my thoughts on the open every day. But I think we might see a little bit of a bounce on the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. We got rejected at the green line on the NASDAQ here. We just broke the VWAP, so we're looking bearish right now. So if you're unsure what the VWAP is, it's the volume weighted average price. You'll hear me talking about the VWAP all the time. It's this little blue line here. The VWAP is probably one of, if not the most powerful intraday trading indicator for day traders. Why do I say that? Because it's a great indicator of trend, intraday trend. If the candlesticks are forming below the VWAP, it's bearish. It basically means it's downwards trending. If the candlesticks are forming above the VWAP, it's bullish. It's upwards trending. It's that simple. If the candlesticks are ranging across the VWAP, it's a ranging sideways market. It's that simple. It's a very simple indicator to use to give you to let you know how the stock is trending in intraday. So the VWAP it's an algorithmic indicator based on the volume and the EMA, so the exponential moving average plus the volume. So each candle is weighted by volume. So if you get more volume on a particular candle, and the closing price of that candle will have a higher weighting than the previous candle that had less volume. Just put it out there. That's how the VWAP works. There we go. There's the open. I'll turn the scanners over. I will change the scanners over. So we've got the regular market hours and Lase making moves up. So put 280s, broke that level. So we got this inverse head and shoulders, and we got the break. Now it's pulling back. So went up to 280. What we're getting with Dice, I want to see this kind of testing the pre-market highs up at $50. It's selling off. What about Joby? That was one of the on the watch list earlier. Probably, possibly not really. Yeah, we're nearly break even, Max. We're nearly cleared the drawdown. That's the hope for today. I'm not too worried about clearing the drawdown in one day. It was a double day, well, almost a triple day drawdown. So I'm twice over goal today. So this Job is selling off. Dice sideways, choppy, up and down below the VWAP. Lase. Laser Photonics Corporation. 275. It's a little bit lower than I like to trade, so I'm just watching the signals. I'm watching the price spikes across the day. I'm watching the news reports coming out. I'm watching the scanners. So get rid of this trend line now. Fast. Did we get to 3,000 likes on TikTok? Did we get to 30? Did we get to 30 thumbs up on 30 likes on YouTube? That's a good question as well. Looking for ways. No, we didn't even get. We've not even got 20 likes on YouTube. Come on, guys, get your fingers out. If we get 30 likes on YouTube, I'll be able to give the dog a treat. It looks like the guys on TikTok are. Let's have a competition. Who can get me to the treat reward first? YouTube or TikTok? Hit that thumbs up button if you're on YouTube. Tap the screen if you're on TikTok. Let's get 3,000 likes on TikTok, 30 likes on YouTube, and I'll give the dog a treat. She's dying to have one of these lovely, succulent, dried, jellified duck breasts. So if you're vegan, I don't care. My dog isn't. So. Okay, so Lase is looking good. It's the top mover right now that I can see. And spikes up all over the place. We've got a halt with EAFD. Let me have a quick look at that. So that's low volume, can't trade that. TOI, volatility halts, the same thing, can't trade that. Go back to Lase. So. Right. Break time. You will lick your lips. You've got to stand up for it. Come. There you go. There's a good kid. There you go. Pooch's got a treat. Thank you, TikTok. You beat. With the halt up on Lase is 339. So we're way off that. We've not even got over $3 yet. So the halt up is 339. So we'd have to really go parabolic right now. And it looks like it's struggling up there at 295. Don't choke on it. You have those every day. Don't get excited because I give you a little treat. Goodness. She can have another one if YouTube gets me to 30 likes. Then if we get 30 likes, guys, on YouTube, I'll give the dog another treat. So if you're on TikTok and you want to see the dog get another treat, head on over to YouTube, hit the thumbs up button, and then come back. While you're over there, subscribe to the channel. We've got a bit of a rejection there at 295. Not seeing anything moving that's worth taking advantage of right now, other than laser photonics, which is what we're watching. Amgen. So Amgen is moving up. Former customer of mine, well, one of my team that used to work for me, used to sell these people backup and recovery. And so Amgen moving up. I put 244s. So this is a higher cap stock. The reason I'm pulling up Amgen is that it may have sympathy reaction. If Amgen moves up a considerable amount, it may get sympathy reaction in the sector, to other smaller price stocks that we can take advantage of. So Apron moving up, Blue Apron. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere with Blue Apron. We need to break that 280. So the resistance, we've got a resistance level 279. We've just tapped it. But it's a pre-market resistance level. We've got a pre-market high of 288, and we've got a resistance level of 279. So we've just tapped that resistance level from pre-market, and so that needs to get over. So the reason I'm not trading is at the moment the stocks that are moving are all under $3, and $3 is my floor. And that's funny enough. You can see double bottom here. It's an argument for a double bottom here, the W formation, before it made its move back up, and you would have got your 20 cents or whatever it was there. Most of them 15-20 cents. It's okay, get him. It's all protein. It's not bacon, not fat. It's protein. It's duck breast fillet. Yes, Teddy. Between 3 and 25 today. I'm obviously trading more than that. I was trading a $50 stock. I was trading a $50 stock in Dice. So it depends on where my account is in terms of the value of my account on the month as to what I will do. But my sweet spot is between 5 and 25. Thank you very much, Kevin. Okay, what are the vertical red and green lines at the bottom? So these vertical red and green lines at the bottom are the volume. This is the amount of shares being traded on in the time frame. So I'm looking at the 1 minute time frame here. So these tell you how many shares are traded within that particular time frame, that particular minute. So at the moment, the Blue Apron's been trading at the moment. This particular candle, about 300,000, between 200,000 and 300,000 shares a minute on average for the first 10 minutes of the market. So yeah, it's about averaging about just under 300,000 shares a minute for that first 10 minutes. So that's what this histogram at the bottom is, a volume, and it's a very important, very powerful indicator, Steve. Because what you want to be doing, what you need for reliable breakout moves as a pattern breakout trader, what I need is two things: volatility and volume. The volume comes in, and we need the volume for the breakouts. The volatility gives us that range of move that we can take advantage of. Without volatility, there's no range that we can take advantage of, and without the volume, there's no reliability on the breakout. So we need both. One without the other, it's closer to gambling, and you're hoping for the best. So you need both for reliable, lengthy breakouts. So Apron up at 270s, 260s, it's going back to the VWAP, trying to bounce on the VWAP. VWAP is the volume weighted average price. It's pretty flat and static at the moment, because this has just been trading sideways since it popped up in pre-market, which is why the VWAP is very flat and static. So very choppy sideways, not really jumping out at me as a golden trade right now. However, Laser Photonics is breaking highs. Over $3 now. Oh, it was over $3. Just got rejected at 306. Dice that we traded pre-market, selling off. So now I'm looking at other things to trade. Mo. So this is the Altria Group, trades under the ticker MO, Mo. And I'm not overly convinced with regard to the volume. There's not a huge volume in here. This we're talking 50 on this candle, and 60,000 in trade. So I'm not really enamored with that. But if you know what the Altria group, this is making moves upwards. Could be interesting to watch later. Forge Rock was an acquisition, so that's not going anywhere. AMV, we traded that well, and if you've not seen the AMV trade, check out the recap in that I posted on Friday. I think it's Friday. A little bit of a double bottom here. AMV. This can move. This really can move. Now, the question with this one is, what's the spreads? Because I've seen this have big spreads, 50 cents at the moment, 40 cents. So this can be very volatile. Grossing for a million for the year, I'm about 40k. Well, after today, I'm about 30k off the million for the year. So just have a quick look at my trader view for the year. Right now, yeah, 962 is where I'm up at the moment. Well, 963, give or take, just under 963. So I'm about 37k. It's 12k here, so that's what, like 25k off for the seven-figure gross year. The target is a seven-figure net year, so I'm you know, over $250,000 off that yet. So we've still got to wait, still got quite a bit to do for the year to have a seven-figure year, but we're not far off on the gross numbers. So AMV, I'm glad I didn't try that. I don't like this devil horns right now on the 1 minute, because that's the devil horns on the 5 minute. 2 minute, I don't like that. But I'm glad I didn't enter that. It's below the VWAP. If you're going long on something, so going back to what I was saying about the VWAP earlier, being very powerful, as a rule of thumb. Now, there are certain exceptions to this rule as well, of course. But as a general rule of thumb, from an intraday trading perspective, don't be taking a long position if the action is underneath the VWAP, and don't be taking a short position if the action is above the VWAP, because you're going against the trend. Now, there are certain counter-trending strategies that do work, but it becomes more complicated than just, you know, my motto is KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, I'm not feeling it right now, Alistair. I'm just waiting. Well, I'm hoping by the end of this week, Teddy. Don't know about the end of the month. So we have 3 more good days. We potentially could have done that by the end of this week. But Alistair, if you're not feeling it, don't do it. It's that simple. That's the beauty of trading, is that on the days you're not feeling it, go out, walk the dog. You know, head on down to the tennis club or rugby club or whatever it is that you like to do. Go for a couple of circuits of you know, Donington or whatever. Yeah, if everybody in the stream on YouTube hit that thumbs up button, my dog would get a treat. But I've just realised that the people on TikTok are far more generous than the people on YouTube right now. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, starving a poor fat chow chow. You know? I could understand if it was me getting the treat. I could do with losing a few pounds, but you know, this is a poor cuddly teddy bear that you're depriving. So get that like count up, hit the thumbs up button, guys. You know you want to do it. Do it now. Cheers, CRH. Yeah, patience is the key, Neville. 100%. You've hit the nail on the head there. Some days, oh, hang on a minute. This doesn't look like it's got great volume, but it looks like it's a good move. Oh, the volume's all just come in now. So why is Green Giant moving? So I'm not going to be trading this because it's below $3, but it just hit the top of the scanner. So I want to make people aware of why this is moving. So GGE is the ticker. The company is Green Giant, and I'm just about to find the catalyst. Okay. There isn't one. Munich moved yesterday. Like, this isn't a Munich. Green Giant fallen on Monday pre-market trading. So today's Tuesday. So I'm not seeing any news catalyst for that pump. So I can't expect a continuation. And it's a 25 million float. So yeah, Tesla making moves up. Tesla's gone green on the day. Up at 223s. GG had the double bottom on the daily, so he's looking for a bounce, was it? I didn't even look at the daily on GG. I was looking for the catalyst. So Tesla just went green, went red. So that's kind of counter the SPY. So the S&P 500 is trading below the VWAP, getting rejected by the VWAP. We're close to breaking lows. So if I look at this on the 15-minute, so these are lows from the last 2 years. So the lows from 2020 is here at 356 on the SPY, 356.30. So we're at 356.80 right now. So we could break 2-year lows on the SPY here. Likewise, the Nasdaq, we've just broken 2-year lows on the Nasdaq. So we're very much bearish on the markets. What about the Dow? The Dow Jones Industrial. Oh no, we're not quite. We did break lows earlier today, but we're not quite there at the moment with that. What about the Russell Index? The Russell Index is a small cap index, and we're very close to breaking those lows here. So 165.72, we're at 165.97. So the market's looking very bearish. I thought we might get a bit of a chop, but no, it looks like we're just selling off. So the markets are selling off, not looking very strong at all. And that's okay. If the markets are selling and they're exhibiting a downwards trend, we can get stocks that are counter trending. There's always stocks that move. It's when the market's just ranging sideways, it becomes very choppy, and we get a lot of fake outs and things like that. Yesterday was one of those days. But it looks like it's very much bearish at the moment. So I started trading in spring 2020. Started day trading in spring 2020, and prior to that, I mean, I've been investing, and I've done swing trading and options and things since and investing since about 2009 is when I first started getting. What got me into the stock market in the first place is I took up a position in 2009 with Dell Computers, and as part of the package I got, I was afforded equity, so I got shares in Dell at the time, and since then I've obviously got rid of those shares sort of when I left Dell, but well, actually weren't shares, they were options, so I got rid of the options, cashed the options in when I left. And since then, wherever I've been, I've negotiated equity in part of my package. So I've been looking at investing and building a portfolio for quite some time, and that's what got me into the stock market. What got me into day trading was the whole pandemic. So I lost. I had a six-figure. I was regional vice president of a software company, an international global software company. I was responsible for Europe, Middle East, Africa, etc. And I lost that position as a cutbacks and things as a response to the pandemic in 2020. So the severance package that I got, I spent a large portion of that on the market. That was my tuition fee to learn how to day trade. When I say tuition fee, I essentially lost it through trial and error, trying to work out a strategy. Before I actually came across a few different strategies and pieced it all together, my strategy is what I use to trade: the pattern breakout trading, the momentum trading, all the strategies that I use. You can find them for free on the internet. That's what I did. You can research it, you can do your reading, you can spend some time and practice it, you know, and do it yourself. If you want to do it quicker, if you want to get a leg up and have it all packaged in one, then, you know, I am teaching people to trade as well. There's a few people on this stream right now that have taken my course. If you want to know where the course can be found, there's a link in my description in YouTube. There's a link on the link tree in the in my profile on TikTok. And that's the Day Trade with Tony course. They've got a nice community, a Discord community built up with a private Discord community for people on that course as well. But it's just essentially packaging what I took and spent quite a bit of money to learn. The secrets and the methodologies they're not they're not a secret. It's not some magic formula to profitable day trading. The problem is the majority of people that get involved in day trading, why they lose money is they don't spend the time to educate themselves. It's a profession like any other. So if you're going to be a doctor, you've got to go to school for like 6 years. If you're going to be a lawyer, you've got to school for 4 years. If you're going to be, you know, a mechanic, you serve an apprenticeship for 3 years. So all of these other professions, or a plumber, whatever, you serve an apprenticeship. All of these professions, you spend time learning how to do the job before you're actually given the license to do it and charge a fee. So trading's no different to profession. Learn how to do it before you even put money on the line. And if you spend the time to learn it properly, and not everybody is hardwired to be able to you know, trade on the stock market or day trade even. So look at if day trading is too volatile for you, too risky for you, and it is the riskiest of the options, try swing trading. If you're not good with that, then just stick to investing. Everybody should be investing. Everybody should be investing. Dice has died. Yeah, well, we got the move up. Now it's moving down. Okay, so Dice selling off. So that's below the VWAP. No longer trading that unless it makes a comeback above the VWAP. So Laser Photonics is still trying up there, up at $3. It's going back, just broke $3 again. So it needs to break. The high of day right now is 306. Now, to be fair, my results and me getting up to speed and profitable as quickly as I did is I wouldn't say that's everybody's journey. I'm not saying other people can't do that, but the majority of people will take a lot longer. Some people, like Alistair, for example, is having hit and miss. After taking my course, he's profitable, but some days he has bad days, like I did yesterday. And that's something you've got to get in your head as well. You're going to have red days as well. You're going to have days where you're losing, where nothing goes right for you, and then you're going to have days like today where one stock is all you need. And I'm more than twice my daily goal today. So I'm not taking any trades that I don't feel are going to suit me. IMUX, so a Munich. This moved yesterday and moved pretty much the whole day yesterday. I lost money on this yesterday, and it moved big yesterday. So this is moving up now. Bit of a continuation from yesterday. Not seeing anything jumping out. GGE is the big mover right now. It's starting to consolidate. Since it's got green, it's starting to consolidate a little bit. Yeah, I see where you're seeing the double bottom now, Alistair. From on the daily, we've got a double bottom formation from June and October. So I'm not sure how valid that is in terms of time frame, but to get in on that for the break of $2 maybe entry. Looking at it on the daily, what Alistair was talking about was this double bottom here in June, double bottom here, but that's very similar to the market as well. We had the bottoms on the market. So if you look at the SPY on this, we've got the bottoms here, move up, bottoms there. So I'm not confident that the double bottom is the reason. So we're not getting the move up there like we are with GGE. So where's my GGE gone? There it is. Well, that's not the same pattern as on the SPY, but there we go. Is cassava making a move, Matt? Let's have a quick look. Penny stock FNHC. I'll take a look at that for you, Puno. So it's penny stocks making good moves up. It's currently 164% up on the day. So that's it went up to 49 cents. Yeah, 49 cents. Currently 43 above the VWAP. Not huge volatility at the moment, but the range is 1.5 cents. The ATR is 1.5 cents. So that's really what you should be looking for on any given candle. Maybe looking for a 5 cent move will be a good move on that one. 49 is the top. So move back up to the top off the VWAP, bounce off the VWAP. Yeah, cheers, Yurti. Have a good day, mate. Let's have a look at cassava. So I enjoyed trading cassava a couple of weeks ago when it was steady gains. But right now, there's just no volume. It made a little bit of a spike up, but there's a sincere lack of volume. The spreads are not bad, considering what it is. So like 4 cents. When I was trading it a couple of weeks ago, they were like 20, 30 cents. So, but there's a lack of volume at the moment. So I've had the first half an hour of the market. Oh my goodness, El Puno, your favorite. AMTD Digital selling down. So for those of you that are new to the channel, I was watching this one. It's just HKD as the ticker, and this is AMTD Digital. And this was a new SPAC, or special purpose acquisitions company that launched back in July, I think it was, and it moved from $13 up to $2,600, $2,600 over the course of about 5 days, and not good volume. It just moved up that for the life of me, I couldn't tell you why it moved up that much. But I'd never seen anything like it. It wasn't a short squeeze, it wasn't a big short interest, but it just constant, and the spreads were just, I think at one stage the spreads were like, you know, something like $150 between the bid and the ask. It was like, who's buying at that level? Somebody's buying it because there was transactions going through, not heavy volume, but there's transactions going through. But who's buying it with a $150 spread? It was just mental. If you look at this on the daily, you can see this went up back in July. It was from kind of $13 it went up to 2,600. It was just absolute crazy. Never seen anything like it. But That can happen. Imagine buying 1,000 shares at $13, so $13,000, and it goes up to 2,600, just as a pure pump. That's good money. Be a millionaire or multi-millionaire with that. Thanks for that, Limber Trader. Lase is looking nice. It is. It's over $3 again now. So let's get back on the so we can actually see it and zoom in. It's trying to hold $3. I'm not seeing. It's a steady gain. It's not doing too badly. Aapl. Let's have a look at Aapl because that's moved up, but it's gone under the radar. This has moved up steady because of the low volume. It's gone under the radar and it's gone up what, 17% already today. Just going to see if there's a catalyst driving this move. Having a good day, Phil. Having a good day so far. The day's not over. I'm not finished. I've not locked my montage yet. I'm still waiting for another move. I want to get another 2K. If I can get to 15K today, I'll be made up because that'll clear the drawdown from yesterday. If I can get to 20, then damn, that will be good. But I'm not holding my breath for that. That's just asking a bit too much, being greedy. So Albiro Pharma shares are trading higher after the company announced top-line results from a phase 3 of Bylvay in Alagille syndrome. Showed high statistical significant improvement in pruritus primary endpoint. If you made any sense of what I just said to you, then you're a better person than I am. I'm just reading verbatim, and if I've mispronounced any of those words, basically it's got a clinical study, phase 3 clinical study catalyst, good results, and that's why Albiro Pharma is moving up. Now, it's not moving up on great volume, but it's just moved up another 2%. So it's up 19% on the day now. So that's 24.40s. So key level here, $25. Pre-market was the key level. So if this gets up to $25 and breaks it, it might get volume come in. That's really what I'm looking for is where's the volume? If the volume comes in, this could, with phase 3 clinical studies, it's usually a catalyst that the market can react well to. I'm just going to put that on the watch list to keep an eye on. ALBO is the ticker. I'll replace that on that list there. IMUX setting new highs. I'll put this on here. So So 675, yeah. IMUX looking good. Take a position. $65 is our exit. A stop loss. I'll put the stop in place there. That's the low of the previous 1 minute candle. Dice could go. Where's it going to go, Super Chip? It's below $40 now. Dice. So it's just retraced a huge percentage. It's just retraced 20% off its height, Super Chip. So it needs it needs a bit of a turnaround. It's been well below the VWAP, so dice for me is not a long trade anymore. If anything, it would be short, but I'd need to find an entry. I'll just put a stop here on this one. This is IMUX. I have this candle's 674. It might bounce. It might not. That's the problem with it. I'm not feeling it. I think it's looking very weak right now. It might turn around a little bit later, maybe after lunch or something, but looking very weak for me right now. It's breaking lows again. So dice not something I'm interested in unless it gets back above the VWAP. So we're just in. We've got 2,500 shares in Munich. So we just bought at the high, the break of highs, to move higher. All right, Pineapple Energy. Yeah, this WNW's just halted to the upside. Meiwu Technology, more Chinese stock, but Pineapple Energy's. Let's just have a quick look at this one. WNW. That just moved up. Oh, bloody hell! The volume coming in there as well. Let's have a quick look at the catalyst here on this one. I've got a stop on the on IMUX, so if I get stopped out, that's okay. But I want to just have a quick look at the catalyst on Meiwu. So H1 earnings unconfirmed. No. I'm not seeing any particular catalyst other than H1 earnings. Last catalyst I got from Meiwu was in September. Let's have a look at the fundamental data. So this is a 16.7 million float, short interest less than 1%, so it's not a short squeeze either. I'll be worried about a potential pump and dump on that one. 121. I'd be worried about a potential pump and dump if I was you. Right, let's see where we are with IMUX. So we're still in IMUX. Our current average cost is 79. This is at 72. I've got a stop at 65. So I'm just giving it 14 cents. Which is why I deliberately didn't go in big, because I wasn't feeling the volatility there. The volume was okay, but as we moved up, it then just died off right as I got in. So Midas touch in reverse there. Oh, Heartbeam making highs. after selling off yesterday. It moved up well on Friday. We traded this on Friday. We got some good profit out of it on Friday. Moved up well on Friday, but just lacks the volume right now. The volatility, the ATR is like 6 cents, so not really something I'm feeling right now. 135k in a 15-minute scanner, and could be of interest. Pineapple Energy was the other one, wasn't it? Yeah, again, this is very choppy sideways. Whilst it's moved up, we're not getting those kind of parabolic moves with excessive highs, continued highs. Spikes higher, not working. Look, if I don't trade again today, I've had a very good day, and I will recap it and replay the trade on YouTube. I'll do a trade recap on YouTube later today. So if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, just hop on over. You'll get a notification if you hit the notification bell and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I'll do a trade recap later this evening. But twice, look, any day you're green is a good day. Any day over goal is a great day. When you're green to twice your daily goal, it's a phenomenal day. So if I don't take any more trades today, I'll be very happy with that trade from Dice. I did give the dog a treat. Have we got 30 likes on the tube? Did we get to the target? Let me just have a quick look. Yeah. Want another treat, baby? Yeah, come on. YouTube's got you a treat today. Here you go. We're 1 like away. Somebody hit the like counter on YouTube. We had 30 and then we lost it. Somebody on YouTube if you've not hit the thumbs up button, do it now. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. See? There we go. That's the beast that you're feeding. Thanks for that, guys. That is really appreciated. You can have some more when we go for a walk in a minute, okay? We've got. I'll take you at the bottom of the hour. I'll take you out for a walk, okay? Not until then. She is adorable, absolutely. But let's have a look at Maywai. Oh, Maywu. Okay, so this is Maywu. This is a penny stock, so it's not one that I will trade. So if you're wanting to see me trading this one, it's not one that I would trade. But this was halted up, and I'm not seeing a catalyst. That's the problem with it's got good volume, and it's moved up 30% in the last couple of minutes into a halt. It resumed lower before moving back up and breaking highs. So it's looking good from a momentum point of view, but I question the lack of catalyst. If there is a catalyst that I'm not seeing, let me know, but I question the lack of catalyst. What you tend to find is, with the lack of catalyst, you tend to get big flushes to the downside. If it's a pump and dump, you can get big flushes. There we go. Just as I was talking about it. Yeah, 15 cents on a dollar. That's a 10%, more than a 10% move, 10% flush. Just be careful with that, guys. Just be careful. Which is why I always look for a catalyst before entering a position. If there's a catalyst, it just makes the move a little bit more reliable, because there's a reason for the move up. It's not somebody trying to pump the stock, or it's not somebody kind of with big deep pockets trying to manipulate the price. Just be careful of these lower price penny stocks in particular. You tend to get that pump and dump mentality. Yeah, Pineapple Energy, where was spiking up again. So Pineapple Energy up at $5 now, testing $5. Now, on Thursday last week, it went up to $4.91, so it just broke the highs of last week. Went up to $4.81 back in August. So the last time we were at this level was back in April. And we found difficulty at $5 in April. So $5 is a key level for Pineapple Energy. I'm looking at it on the daily. If we look at this on the daily, zoom out, you'll see we're currently at $5. We've got spikes here, resistance here at $5. We've got support here at $5. So $5 is a key level at this level. But if we can get over $5, the next level is it's kind of going to be like 575-ish, 550. And then we've got a big window of opportunity. So Pineapple Energy, needs to hold above $5. You're still holding, but how many bags have you got, Alpuno? You must be like, I'm sure you're that lucky man in Turkey, in Bodrum in Turkey. There's a come look bag, best price, you best price, Coco Chanel, Dolce Gabbana, come look bag. Maybe if you type your bags, you know, like the lucky man, you'll have a bit of success that way, Alpuno. To be fair, I've got a few bags. In fact, all my long-term holdings are underwater at the moment, including my most recent addition to that is Amazon. When Amazon did the stock split a couple of months ago, I decided to add that to my portfolio long-term, and even that's underwater from where I entered. I've added to it since, and it's still underwater. So I'm not worried about that. XRP is green for me on my crypto out of the 4 cryptos I'm holding, but this is my retirement fund. So I'm going to keep adding to these for the next 4, 5, 6 years or whatever. It's my retirement fund. I'm not worried about holding bags with those kind of large cap stocks and a couple of ETFs that I'm holding as well, because I know they'll come good. I'm just, all I can say is I'm a better day trader than I am a value investor, but I think most people that have got long-term positions that they've really contributed to in the last 12, 18 months or so, at the top of the market, that's why I'm holding bags with it. So, but I'm not too worried. Like I say, the regular lump sum investing that I'm doing with it, it will stand me in good stead. So every month when I put a bit more extra in there, the average cost comes down. So when we go on, and we will go on to break all-time highs again, when we do, it'll stand me in good stead, and I'll make money again. But more importantly, I'll get the dividends. So at the moment, I'm just reinvesting the dividends, but when I retire, I should be able to live off the dividends. That's the plan anyway. The thing about living off dividends is that they should also increase over time, and it means it covers the cost of living. It increases with the cost of living as well. Although if the cost of living keeps increasing at the moment it is right now, that might not be the case. Okay. How much did I start with? So if I go back to the beginning, I had a little bit of savings left over from the first time I got made redundant from Veritas Technologies. So I kind of fleeced them from my settlement with them, and then I probably lost about 30,000 to start off with, Farhan, while I was learning. But the account that I'm still trading with now, the last account that I didn't blow up, is the account, and I started that with $5,000, and then I've grown that account. Now it's been up and down, but that would have started with $5,000. But before I funded that account, I would have lost probably more than 30. If I go back to it, I lost $30,000 for sure. Probably lost a bit more. Because I've not really counted what I put into eToro as well, because that was just a big mistake. But yeah, I probably lost a little over $30,000 to start off with. Over the course, that would have been over the course of about 5 or 6 months, where I just as I thought I turned a corner, and then and you'll understand, you'll appreciate this, Alistair. Just as you start to think that I'm putting a string of consistent wins together, I'm making gains regularly, and then you have a big loss, big drawdown, and it wipes out all your profits and then some again. And yet you feel like you're taking 3 steps forward and then 4 steps back, and it's just so frustrating. And I was very close to giving up at one stage, but for the fact that there was nothing to give up for. If we hadn't been in lockdown, I probably would have gone out and got another 9 to 5. But I stuck at it, and I'm glad I did, because I'm having more success now, and I'm building. This time next year, I won't be sitting here in Ireland. That's for sure. I'll be sitting somewhere nice and sunny. I'm just building up my nest egg, and I've got the kids and things to look out for. I've got her mortgage. I've got my place to pay for it as well. So all of that, and I'll just rent this place out as another income, and that's what you've got to do, is have multiple income sources, and and I already have multiple income sources. So what I don't want to be doing is having to sit at the trading desk to earn a living, because that's just like doing a 9 to 5. Although, granted, I'm enjoying doing the stream and the social media aspect. I'm doing the mentoring and the teaching as well. I'm enjoying doing that. The consulting, I still do the consulting on the tech side of things, in terms of DevOps and BCDR and what have you. Yeah, no, absolutely, Ryan. Why would I not do? I enjoy it. So it's 2 hours a day, 2.5 hours a day, and I'm enjoying it. And so why not keep it going? And a lot of people are getting benefit from it. A lot of people are getting, the learning stuff and creating some wealth for themselves. Which, if I'm seeing people that are learning from me and able to create their own wealth, I'm getting a kick out of that myself as well, because, like I said at the beginning, we're not taught this at school, and we should. This should be national curriculum. Don't care what country you're in, we're not taught this in school. And how to manage your finance, how the stock market works, how all of this should be national curriculum. It should be, rather than teaching, calculus at a certain level, they should be teaching basic finance. But hey, look, you can call me Mr. Tony if you want. I'll be I'll be your school teacher on the stock market. Okay, so let's talk about 25 minutes. I'm going to take the dog for a walk. If I've already said, I'll tell you what. I'll show you. Why not? Where's my thing here? So that's that one, and on the top, Okay, so here we go. So here, if you want to reach out to me, so these links are all in the description. If you're watching on YouTube, these links are all in the description. If you're on TikTok, you can reach out to me. You can go subscribe to the YouTube channel here. My Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can reach out to me directly if you want to. My email here. If you want to send me an email, I respond to all emails as soon as I possibly can. So by all means, send me another email. I was talking about the World Series of Day Trading earlier. So if what you've watched today you've enjoyed, but you've never traded, and you want to try your hand at trading, but you don't want to put your own money in and risk your own money, try the World Series of Day Trading for a week. It starts next week. If you click on this link, it's the first link in the description. I am a partner with TradeNet, which is why I'm helping them promote this. But you click the link, fill in your name, contact details. Someone will get in touch with you to make sure that you understand what's going on, and it's totally free. There is no, you don't need a credit card or anything like that. It's free to enter. There's over $50,000 worth of prizes to be won. It takes place from the 18th to which is next Tuesday, a week today, from the 18th to the 25th, and some strict rules, okay? The rules are quite simple. You've got to trade 4 of the 7 days. You'll be given a $240,000 demo account to trade in with live data. You can't lose $10,000. So if you have $230,000, then $230,000 you're eliminated. So it's that simple. So that's the World Series of Day Trading. It's stocks only, by the way. There's no futures, forex, crypto, anything like that. It's only stocks and shares. So you can get on that, try it out. It's if you want to check it out, there's a nice video here on there. So go through, click that link. As I say, there's all the prizes. You can have a check out what the prizes, 100 prize winners, scoring system, how it's it's. I've done it for the last 2 sessions. There was 2. There was a spring World Series last year and a fall World Series last year, and I entered both of them. And I was profitable across. I didn't make the leaderboard, didn't make the 100 leaderboard, but I was profitable across the 7 days. And what I would say with that is, if you're on the Day Trade with Tony course, we will cover this on the Monday, which is the 17th. We'll go through the platform. We'll do some preliminary trading, configuration, get used to the platform, the hot buttons, hotkeys, that kind of thing, and try and make it as intuitive as possible. So if you're not on the World Series of Day Trading, get on that and try that out. It's a good way to introduce yourself to trading as well for free. If you want to learn how to trade. As I've been saying, a lot of people, when I first started streaming, people were just asking me, can I teach them, can I mentor them? And a couple of people I did, and then I got more and more people asking, so I put a course together, and this is the course here. I've recorded all the lectures, I've recorded all the content personally, so you can get on this and you'll see eventually what's going on with my interweb here. So you can get on this and you'll see the course, you'll see the syllabus, you'll see, if you keep scrolling down, you'll see my profitability for the first 6 months of the year. Here we go. So this is the course, Day Trade with Tony. It's geared up for beginner traders or intermediate traders that are struggling to get profitable, and it contains the majority of the principles. Now, what I would say is once you've taken the course, don't stop educating yourself. And I've included on as part of the course, here's the full syllabus. If you want to check it out, the first hit's for free, like any drug dealer. The introduction to trading is on YouTube. It's been posted on YouTube. You can go and watch that first lecture for free. And if you like it, subscribe to the rest. But what I'll say is you don't stop learning. I've included a whole bunch of ebooks, professional trading, best-selling ebooks as part of the course for you to continue your learning path as a trader as well. That's a bonus with that. You get access to the Day Trade with Tony Discord community. It's a private community purely for Day Trade with Tony students and myself, mentors. It costs you like 150 bucks a month. So if you can't afford 150 bucks a month, then probably day trading isn't for you anyway. So don't come at me with regards to it's too expensive, why you're charging that price, etc., etc. Scroll down, you've got my trader view statistics here and my broker reports there that show both my gross and net profitability on the year for the first 6 months. I will be updating that probably this coming weekend if I get round to it. Talking of which, this is my trader view statistics. So before today, so after my red day yesterday, we had look at the overview. You can see for the year. Let's look at the calendar. You can see here where I've got my red days. I always have red days. I've not had a single month without one yet. So October right now, yesterday, $13,000 down growth, $14,000 after fees and charges and stuff, but I made $13,000 on Friday, so they cancel each other out. So we still had a good week last week, a green week, and today we're almost back at that level. So I'll go back to the detail and see where we are on the year. 962 plus the 11 that we've got today at the moment. So 962 takes us to 973. So we're about 25, 26k off the six-figure gross sum. We're doing really well. If I look at my win-loss expectation for the year, and I compare that to October at the moment. So we're doing a 2-to-1 is my trade accuracy. So trade selection accuracy. So today it's 50-50. I've got IMUX, which is a loser. I've got Dice, which is a winner. So that's a 50-50 in terms of trade accuracy. If I go get another trade that's a winner, then that will turn around and it'll be 2-to-1. My almost $2 million in gains that I've made across the year, but I've also lost $1 million. So again, that's 2-to-1, risk, reward, etc. You look at the cumulative equity curve, you see some big spikes across the year as well, big drawdowns. And that's because I am an aggressive trader. I try to trade big towards the end of the month when I've got a bigger account. In order to hit my goal I set at the beginning of the year of a seven-figure net gains on the year, I needed to have $5,000 per day. So that's works out approximately $100,000 a month. And as you can see, we're ahead of that at the moment across the year. Now, what does that look like in October? Well, quite frankly, we're doing better in October than we are across the year. So 29,000 is where we were after yesterday, but then we're just going to add another 11,000 onto this. So we'll be back over the $5,000 average daily gain that we're looking for. Again, 2-to-1 is pretty much where it's at. Today's 50-50, so 2-to-1 ratios is pretty much where it's at. 60k versus 30k, 2-to-1 on the ratios there as well. So the 2-to-1 golden ratio is pretty much on point at the moment. So we're doing well on the year. Trader view that's where I log all my statistics. If you are a trader or if you're learning to trade, check out trader view. And if you're on the Day Trade with Tony course, add me as a mentor. I'm happy to go over things with you. But yeah, check out Trader View. If you're not logging your trades and journaling your trades so that you can review them later, this is a great way to do it. If you're not doing it, start doing it. You don't have to use something like Trader View or any of the other competing programs. You use an Excel spreadsheet. Just log your trades. That's how you learn about your mistakes and improve on your trading. I've traded Dice today. I got nearly $12,000 out of Dice, and I found it on Benzinga. So Benzinga is invaluable to me. I can't stress the fact that I am where I am is in large part to the information I get from Benzinga. So check out Benzinga for 14 days. It's the third one down. You can check it out for free. Again, no credit card number required or anything like that. If you like it, you get access to all the scanners that I use. You get access to the signals and alerts, the calendars, etc., the news feed. You get access to all of that in real time. Just check it out for free. If you like it and you want to subscribe to it for your trading, DTWT35 will get you 35% off whatever subscription package you go for. It is the best subscription package at the moment in terms of discount package that you can get. Occasionally they will have promos, so come to me. There probably will be a promo at the end of this month, a Halloween promo or a Thanksgiving promo in November. So come to me and ask me if there are any better promos, or just use the 35% off. Don't pay full price. Okay, that's Benzinga. What else? Trading View. If you want to learn how to chart, read the charts, get Trading View for free. I've just upgraded mine, by the way. It was out of date, so I just had to upgrade mine. And people ask me on a daily basis, what am I using to trade? It's Dash Trader Pro is the platform. It's Traders Elite Pro is what capital markets call it, but it's just Dash Trader Pro with a CMEG badge on it. So yeah, that's me done for the day, and I will now head to I'm gonna just get back on this. Why is that? I don't know why that is. And it's picked up the wrong one. Okay, so there we go. So Pineapple Energy just sold off. I think Lase just crashed and sold off. Yeah, big flush, algorithmic flush. It's underneath the VWAP now. Dice continuing to sell. I was actually trying to make a bit of a comeback, but that needs to be over a VWAP for me to trade. Blue Apron's red on the day. Voxr Royalty Corp's red on the day. That never came back once it broke below the VWAP. Joby below the VWAP. So right now there's not a lot moving, so I'm going to take this one for a walk. I'm going to end the stream, and I will come back a little bit later. For those of you in the Day Trade with Tony Discord, I'll be back in about an hour and a half, and we'll see what the market's doing, and we'll have conversations in the watch list section there. And I'll see you guys then in about an hour's time. So for those of you not in the Day Trade with Tony Discord, I'll see you tomorrow, 90 minutes before the market opens. I'll be back at it again. Is there a football match? No, it's only Man City tonight, so I might come back for Power Hour tonight. Let's see what happens. I'll see how I'm feeling, and if you want to know if I am coming back for Power Hour, hit the notification bell on YouTube, and you'll get notified as soon as I go live. So if I don't come back for Power Hour, again, hit the notification bell. I'll be dropping a trade day recap a little bit later, where you can revisit today's dice trade. And I'll be back at it 90 minutes before the market opens tomorrow for pre-market again. I'll see you tomorrow if I don't see you tonight, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. We're going to go out for a walk.